But there will be no recount in the Florida governor's race, despite the fact that Republican Ron DeSantis also pulled out a narrow victory.
In fact, in the past 90 minutes, we found out that DeSantis' lead over Andrew Gillum shrunk as more overseas precincts were counted. According to the Associated Press, his lead stands at 49.7%, still higher than the 0.5% needed for a recount. Channel 9's Jeff Deal live in our studio right now. And Jeff, despite these numbers, what will DeSantis' first move be when he leads our state?
Well, he didn't do any media today, but from what he told us last night, there are a handful of things he's going to be focusing on. The first thing he said, he's going to be fixing our environment and the water quality issues.
It was a big victory by a narrow margin.
Thank you, the people of Florida, for your faith, your support, and your trust you have placed in me.
President Trump-backed Republican Ron DeSantis was enthusiastic after knocking off Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum to become Florida's next governor. But it wasn't long after the victory speech was over. The former congressman was already talking about the realities of what that means and what's next.
Well, I think the first priority in terms of what's really urgent for Florida is really getting us on a strong track on the water quality and the environment.
In a year in which algae blooms and toxic red tide made headlines on the campaign trail, DeSantis talked about the need to put in infrastructure to help clean the Everglades, and he's continuing to push that. While he works to assemble his team to help run the governor's office, he says another priority will be looking to pick 3 justices who will fill vacancies on the state Supreme Court.
These will be very, very smart, very principled people, but they're going to understand that their role is to apply the law, not to rewrite the law.
And the third issue he touted is his desire to lure more business investment to Florida by keeping taxes low. Ultimately, he hopes that will create more jobs, including better paying jobs.
And DeSantis also said he wants to turn the page on all the political back and forth that went on during the campaign. He said he looks forward to working with those who were trying to defeat him to do what's best for people here in the state. Reporting live in the studio, Jeff Deal, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.